some good days. I've had some hills to climb. I've had some weary days. And some sleepless nights. But when I look around and I think things over, all of my good days outweigh my bad days. I won't play.
Sharla Sims was a beautiful mother who had an amazing voice. According to her social media profile, she had been working for Dallas ISD since September of 2018. Family and friends say she enjoyed her job. Being able to help special needs kids was something she took pride in. Over the past several years, Sharla had committed to being healthier and losing weight. She showed off her dramatic weight loss and new physique on Facebook. While most people in their early 50s slow down, Sharla was showing and proving that you change career paths and overcome obesity at any age. While at work on January 8, 2021, Sims was attacked at Grady Spruce High School. Sharla sought medical attention as she experienced intense pain in her abdomen following the attack. She was hospitalized and succumbed to her injuries on January 11, 2021. As the family grieved and searched for answers, the district never told the family about the attack that led to Sharla's death. 2 years later, there was a whistleblower who happened to be performing an audit related to some grade changing and some other alleged scheme that was going on within the district, and she uncovered a red folder that contained all this information related to this alleged cover-up.
Every teacher in this city, every teacher in this state, every teacher in this country should be able to perform their job without the fear of being violently attacked at work.
Sims died 3 days after being attacked in her classroom by a student with a violent past. Sims' family is now suing DISD, accusing the district of causing, then covering up her death. But they are not alone. Another former employee is accusing DISD of covering up this same case. At a press conference in Dallas yesterday, the family's attorney called her by name.
And I also really want to take this time to acknowledge the courageous actions of Andrea Whalen, who was the whistleblower in this action, who came forth with information.
Whalen was the DISD auditor fired by her boss and a panel of trustees last October for poor performance. Whalen, they say, had taken too long to audit and investigate allegations of grade changing and attendance fraud. But deep within that audit was the revelation that 56-year-old Sharla Sims had been attacked by a 17-year-old student with a history of violence. She died 3 days later. The student was then quietly transferred to another school. Whalen says when she tried to bring the incident to light, her findings were dismissed and she was terminated.
If there's a murder, if somebody, or a death, or whatever, if somebody dies, okay, you put all of your attention on figuring out what happened and dealing with that, because now there's a safety issue in the school.
Dave Scher represents Andrea Whalen in her lawsuit against Dallas ISD for retaliation under the Whistleblower Act. Scher says while his client's legal case is different, there is a common denominator: the district's alleged aggressive attempt to cover up bad news.
When these things come up, they're not dealt with. They're hidden. They're covered up. They're negated as unimportant. And that's what Angie was trying to push into, and why we say she was fired.
What's most concerning is that she actually encountered the same student on 2 prior occasions when she was kicked and violently punched. These incidents were witnessed. There were reports made to the school district. This whistleblower's courageous actions has definitely provided the family some level of closure, and we believe the district should be held liable. Obviously financially, for the loss of life of Sharla Sims. She died a slow death. She died 3 days after this incident. You go through her medical records, the amount of pain. She went into a coma. She suffered seizures.
She was actually punched and thrown into a bookshelf repeatedly.
According to a federal lawsuit the family recently filed, Sims was working at Spruce High School when a special education student described as a very large 17-year-old with significant behavioral and learning disabilities violently attacked her. Court documents say Ms. Sims screamed in intense pain, unable to stop the attack as others looked on helplessly. Attorneys say there were at least 3 other documented assaults involving that student. Kirk Clonch also represents Sims' family.
DISD knew of the danger. They were well aware of it and had been, but they didn't address it.
Attorneys say the 56-year-old teaching assistant saw the school nurse after the attack and went home. They say doctors discovered a tear in her aorta, and she suffered continued pain to the point she couldn't move.
Doctors realized that this was essentially a fatal situation.
Sims died 3 days after the attack.
The family is suing for $20 million. They also want to make sure a tragedy like this never happens again. According to the family, ultimately we also want to see corrective actions. We want to make sure there are proper protocols in place to ensure that nothing like this happens again. There should never be a cover-up. Parents and staff members, we all entrust the school district to help enrich our community, not cover up something like this that is so scandalous. This cover-up has led to some people taking to social media to express their frustrations and sadness. So Dallas Independent School District, you all okay with a student attacking teachers causing the death of Sharla Sims, who was a teacher at Spruce? She had already been attacked by this same boy before and nothing was done. She paid the ultimate price, and y'all don't even have the decency to reach out to her family and help with getting her justice. Then to make it worse, a few days after she died y'all snuck and transferred him to Samuel, where he is still enrolled to this day. That's really messed up, and every person in that administration office and at Spruce should be ashamed. What if she was one of y'all loved one? SMH. Sharla Sims should still be alive. She had turned her professional and personal life around and was living her best life. Until she was brutally murdered. To make matters worse, ISD covered up her murder. Sharla and her family deserve justice. Justice for Sharla Sims. Please keep the family in your prayers.
Some good days I've had some hills to climb. I've had some weary days and some sleepless nights. But when I look around and I think things over, all of my good days outweigh my bad days. I won't play.
Justice for Sharla Sims. Rest in peace.